Quote us on that, you effing idiot.
Hey, welcome to the pod. Don't Call Us podcast. Today, I'm having two special guests. Do you guys want to introduce yourself? I know I'm the bad host right now, but
no, you're okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say I am CSE Mav. I make music. I am also a co-CEO of Chasing Stars Entertainment. Yeah, that's me. You can go ahead, Spy.
I go by the name of Spivey's son, repping Kalamazoo, West Michigan, member of SSE, CSE Entertainment, and that guy apparently.
He is that guy. Yeah. These guys. To the audience, these two guys right here, they just invited me to work for the team. I'll probably be like popping in once in a while and like giving them like tips and coming up with like storyboards and stuff like that, and help the creative side of the business. But me and Spivey actually met probably about 4 years?
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
It was like a house party.
It's always on some drunk shit.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'm getting most of my connections.
Dude, half of my friends that come on here are just how did we be? Oh, we were fucked up.
So it's fucked up, man. And then, when you see somebody drunk so many times, it gets to that point where it's like, all right, bro, who are you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, no, that's real
That's
shit.
literally how it goes in Kalamazoo. We've been locked in ever since. People don't know this. Gally helped me craft the ideas for my hit single UCF on my album Spivey's Son Uncensored. So we go back behind the scenes for a long time. So me and him.
I have some videos. I was looking through. I have some studio videos of us.
You do? Oh, I need those, bro.
When Ed like he did that intro.
Yeah,
bro, I'm so mad because I lost that track. I felt so bad because like we were working so hard on that.
Yeah,
everybody was so happy in the studio. I was like, this is my first time engineering and shit.
Nah, you all good. He probably wouldn't have made the cut anyway.
Oh, but it was good. It was hype. Yeah. But yeah.
No, yeah, man. We here, man. What's popping?
Yeah. And Mav.
Oh yeah.
I just met Mav, so he's new. He's new to the game.
How'd you meet Mav?
The funny thing is though, before anything, we met over text, we met on FaceTime, whatever.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is we met on some drunk shit.
We did. I know I saw.
It was at the GOAT.
Yeah, I did see. I did see you at the GOAT. Yeah, I did see you. I was like, hey, bro, like, hey.
You and Bryson, y'all was both fucked up, man.
Yeah, one time for the old GOAT Tavern, man, making connections, building friendships.
Shout out to GOAT, man. For real.
That's fun.
They gonna have to pay us for an ad.
I know, man. We need some advertisement money.
Dude, I'd be putting the GOAT on too much for the last couple episodes, bro.
I swear.
But so what's your guys' like whole plans of like what's your big mission statement for the entertainment business, for your entertainment business? Like what's the goals? Like what are you guys trying to do for Kalamazoo, or like doing for yourselves, or like where you guys want to be, Just elaborate on that.
I know at least I've set at least a year goal to at least try and, do what we doing on the 19th, this event. That was like one thing that was really marked on my list, especially since I'm not even going, give them any, special promo or anything, but some guys that we worked with before, events really did not work out in our favor. Mm-hmm. I put a lot of money, effort into, just something that was not there, you know what I'm saying? So it really comes out something to, to be something special when we able to do something like this.
Yeah, no, I definitely see the hard work. Because how like people around, like, especially artists, everybody that don't understand the art community, which that's why my podcast is a thing, is to kind of go to like the behind the scenes of like what we actually do. And the fact that you guys are actually working like all the time, like the texts, you're always communicating with everybody. Like you're really about it. Like most people aren't really about it, and they just want to be an artist because of the glory. But like realistically, like we're gonna be struggling and working our ass off for a minute. Yeah. But it's gonna be worth it though when we do get there. But it's not nothing you can just hop into. Exactly. Like people think like you can just, I will get viral. You might, but like but the ones that are gonna stay and where we want to be in our artistic journey and stuff, like
they call it 15 minutes of fame for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to have that.
Yeah,
man.
no,
We trying
that's
to
why
have
like when
something
we
that
do
sticks.
pop off, it like we're gonna stay there for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So
yeah, and going on top of what Maverick said, I think that West Michigan reinvention is the goal, and then that leads all the way to the Midwest. You know, we're a group that comes from a lot of different places. Like shout out CSE Justo. He's
very
repping South Bend,
very
Indiana.
diverse group.
bro.
My boy Kenny's repping Chicago. So like we're all coming from different areas, but to be able to take that and if we can make West Michigan the centerpiece, it'll spread throughout the Midwest, spread further to the country, and I think it's something that Kalamazoo hasn't seen in a while. We got there's a lot of entertainment groups out here. But everybody's kind of separate. What we're trying to do is create a real ecosystem for the West Michigan environment, something that is stable, something that's by artists and for artists, and something that'll grow and become such a bigger hub to where you see a Detroit, you see a Chicago, you see an Atlanta, now you'll see a Kalamazoo.
Yeah. See that? Yeah. I was actually watching. Like I was thinking about like when you invited me to the group. There's a show on Hulu. It's called it was like Freaknik.
What you know about
the Freaknik documentary? Yeah. So I was like, that was really good. I was like, maybe we could do something like that.
You know, the craziest thing is Zoo does something like that. It's called House Crawl.
Yeah,
and nobody knows about these events. Nobody knows about the intensity or the grit or the diversity that comes from Kalamazoo. And all we're doing is really just putting a spotlight on that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's cool, and you know the transition from artist to CEO or businessman has been so different.
Yeah.
Just like you guys just mentioned, I was one of those artists. So I figured you drop a song and it go viral because people are gonna find it, and it's not like that. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work as an artist, and there's a lot of, at least for me personally, there's a lot of work that I've had to do in my personal life. You know, one thing that has been a huge transition for me was reshaping my friend group.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
That's a big one.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in my life who, not even just who have been in my life recently, who, you know, if I fall on my face, if I make a mistake, if I hurt somebody, if I get back up and these people are still applauding me. There's no reason people like that should be in your circle. Somebody who's just gonna be a yes man and say yes to you even if you're wrong. That's why I value Maverick so much. Maverick has no problem telling me.
You guys have a tight.
Yeah, he has no problem telling me, Spive, you wrong. You need to reevaluate. And if I got people in my life who are just gonna applaud me for making mistakes, I'm never gonna grow.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason for me to have a lot of those people in my life anymore. So I had to do some real soul searching and real cutting off to people that I thought would be in my life forever.
Yeah, no.
And it's not no disrespect. I still pray for those people and I still love and care about them. And if they care about me like they claim they did, I know that they would just appreciate me from a distance.
And they would hope the same.
Yeah, exactly. And they would feel the same.
I actually I did notice a whole different, because the way your energy and just the way you are right now is way different than the first time we met. Because it was just hey, you know, and then,
hey,
but now you're like a CEO, you're really hey, this is what I want to do. This is how you reevaluated your group and stuff, and that's very important too, because that's why I hang out with my I try to hang out with as many artists and many people, because once you get out that actual that space, you kind of start losing it, and then you start getting influenced by
there's a lot
the normies. That's what I call
the
them.
normies. There's lots of people who are going to, when you start being successful, they're going to tell you to do what they would do with that power. But it's our story. What would you want to do? And if you hang out with those people enough, you're gonna end up being influenced by the things they want you to do. And then next thing you know, you lose value of who you are as a person. I had to reevaluate, because I was getting serious about art, so I had to leave my hometown. I always tell people this story, but I had to leave my hometown because there's no art back there. The art is kind of oh, you do art, there's childish or whatever, but they don't know the ins and outs of you can. There's actually bigger and more, but they're just a small town factory. Just get married, you know, just for basic stuff. But I moved out here and I found my art teachers and the love out here, people who are gonna push that.
And they were just really encouraging. My art got so much better just from just switching my mindset to that environment, you know. So that's just keep that's very important to keep artists around you, just to keep you that childlike energy.
And people are going to push you to grow.
Yeah,
you know? If they're going to push you to do if you look back, if the thing that would be the biggest failure for me is if a year from now I was doing the same exact things that I was doing today.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
sure.
the kicker, and that's what I realized in my life.
Yeah.
Years were going by, and I'm doing the same things that I thought that were cool.
Yeah.
A year from now, there's no growth.
For sure.
If there's no growth.
Yeah.
There's never gonna be any change.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, I just graduated, so like
Shout out.
Appreciate it, man. But no, I definitely pushed. Like, when I made my manifestation sheet, I was like, I need to start my podcast and just start just creating this, no matter if it's bad or good. Because like, I purposely, like, no one knows this, but like, I purposely made sure like my first podcast was bad, so I can get that out of my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there you go, get it
like,
out the way.
I hate how I sound, but I was like, no, just put it out there. Like, it's not gonna be perfect. And then after that, I was just like, all right, whatever.
Now you got
and then
the
I'm
flow.
reevaluating, and you know, yeah, you just like sometimes like, yeah, that's true. Like, have you read The Artist's Journey?
I have not. I've actually
I've heard
really about
good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still combing through currently the 48 Hours of Power.
48
so I'm getting there though.
That's a great book. That's a great book.
Shout out to my boy Tone. He put me on.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great book. I feel like everybody. The thing about the 48 Laws of Power, I read it before it was popular. My thing is like, if everybody uses the 48 Laws of Power, is it like powerful still?
It does kind of come redundant if everybody's just using it on each other.
Yeah, because
But,
like
you know,
that's why like I was so pissed when it started going viral, because I was like, damn. Now like you might be hanging out with.
oh shit!
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can hang out with somebody and then they'd be looking at you and they're like playing the game that you're playing.
The game right back at
like,
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's like, oh yeah, I can't be too distant. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play it close.
Exactly.
And then you both are just looking at each other like this the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think it's gonna end up. I'm like, okay, damn.
I swear to God.
And look, I'm sitting here, I'm wishing I knew what y'all was talking about. Five he's been trying to put me on some books. I need to get back into reading.
Yeah, no,
for real.
audiobooks is pretty good.
The audiobooks,
Yeah,
especially we all smoke weed, man. You get high, bro. Your brain's gonna connect to that audiobook, and you are gonna fall asleep, or you're gonna wake up with new knowledge.
Well,
It's
see,
weird.
like,
It's weird.
I never had the problem with like actually like, you know, sitting and having a book in my hand.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't think that was ever the issue. I could just never find a book that like really appealed to me. I remember back in school, like I was doing a lot of sports, so like, if it had something like anything that had to do with like basketball, football, you know, I'm
that's where it
I'm reading the
starts.
shit out of
Yeah,
that.
that's
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
where
For
it
sure.
starts, bro.
But if
Like,
it's something about, you know, got to do about, you know, I'm grown now, so if we got something to do about getting better, getting some money, you know what I'm saying,
for
structuring
sure.
a business, doing whatever, you know, I'm down to read that. You know,
yeah, no, I think for the last couple years, I probably like in like the 80s, I read a lot of books. Like I listened to a lot of books.
I'm a comic book nerd, man.
Yeah,
That's how it started me.
big.
I was reading. I just got my Batman subscription back, and they're gonna be like, this tough ass rapper is talking about Batman on the pod. I just got the Absolute series. It's my shit. I've been fiending over it, man. You can ask my family. That's all I've been talking about is DC Comics.
Wait, so you got
Nerded.
the Batman subscription for like this comic book?
Yeah, every month. Every month they
okay.
get shipped to my house.
Because I know like somebody bought like this
low-key.
Batman app. I know somebody bought this Batman app and they got all the Batman movies and like all like every single thing back.
Oh, I got that too.
You got that too? And plus, hey, I got, if you look in there, I got the old Adam West Batman.
Yeah, but you know how many girls? You know how many girls have turned me down? I take them to go see a Batman movie, and they're like, "Who the fuck are you? Where's your gun? Where's your Glock? Where's your rap songs?"
Yeah.
bitch, I'm trying to go watch some fucking.
It's like, bitch, the multiverse is about to crash. You down or what?
Exactly. Yeah, no.
Hilarious.
Yeah, no, I got my Adam West Batman. It's like
The classics.
Bro, I had
Yes, sir.
that's funny that you said that. I had a Batman sheet and my friends always bullied me. They're like, you probably get no pussy, bro. Like they were just dogging me and I'm like, man, this is so cool. It's like,
Man,
Batman.
it's like, look, y'all
And
sweet,
then,
man.
Yeah, then I started going on dates and stuff, and then I was like, all right. And then I retired it, and this girl that I'm talking to right now, she actually was like, that's actually cool. She thought the
That's
Batman.
what some of these
girls
and
do.
then I
That's
was
what
like,
you do, bro.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I gave it to my dog. My dog shit and pissed on it, and I'm like, okay. And I was so mad that she actually thought that shit was actually. She wasn't even trolling. She was like, actually, like that shit is actually tough. I was like, bro.
I think the coolest thing is if you get a relationship and you were into that stuff, the coolest thing is teaching your partner about that shit. Because watching somebody watch that for the first time, for me, it just makes me happy because I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, no, I kind of started off. I started her off like on. Have you guys seen Hit Monkey? I love that show.
No, is that an anime or is it
It's an animation, but it's not anime.
Okay.
What's it? What happens?
But basically, Hit Monkey is a Marvel character. It's a monkey.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
monkey from like Japan, and he uses samurai swords and guns.
Oh, shit.
He's badass.
Hell yeah.
No, look, bro. I'm putting you on. I'm putting Hit Monkey on because one day, like I was thinking about this because I saw Planet of the Apes. The new one.
That's my shit. Now, that's my shit.
That shit's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, no, yeah, I love those movies.
Matt Reeves
He's
is the-
bad,
He
man.
is. He does. But I was like, if I ever get my first directing role, I want to take over Hit Monkey and make it a live action
Oh, word?
because that shit, bro. You watch the just
I'm
watch
about
the
to watch.
anime,
No, I'm gonna tap in.
bro.
I'm gonna
Just
text
look,
you tomorrow.
look it up on your phone right now. Look at, bro. It's hard because like,
gotta
but
do it right
basically,
now.
I'm about to see what you talking about.
bro. No, so it's rated MTV, so like it has like blood and gore and shit. But like, so she's sitting there with me, and then basically this dude is getting his eyes ripped out and shit.
Oh, this nigga.
And then
crazy,
so
man.
I was like, and then I was like, I probably should change it, should I? Bro, this shit hard, bro.
Okay.
Bro, no, it's sick.
I could
don't-
actually see a live action depiction of this. He's like a hitman, but okay, I
Bro,
get it. That's why you
he
said
is a
that.
hitman.
Yeah,
He is
okay,
a
got you.
hitman, and he
I'm
works
feeling
with
it.
like ghosts and demons and stuff like
feeling
that.
it.
It's hard, bro.
Okay, it's like a Ghost Rider animal crossover.
Yeah, no, and I didn't even know Hit Monkey was a DC like in the DC like not DC Marvel.
Marvel owns them. Yeah. Comic books are like corporations, man. They
yeah.
have subsidiaries, they have side contracts, they have all these things. Some of those characters you see on graphic novels are owned just like Disney.
Yeah.
People didn't know Disney owns like a sports center. That's the cool thing about business, man. You never know who you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, no, that's why like if I like grow my podcast or whatever, and I get like meeting like other people, I was like I might co-sign people and be like, all right,
Yeah.
you get your section under like kind of like a bar stool type of thing. I'm like, you guys can get yours. I think you guys are great.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give me this episode. Obviously, I'm not gonna fuck you guys over, or just whoever like I will co-sign because that's what my biggest goal is to have.
Yeah.
other
To people under you. Yeah.
You
Full
know
time
who I
creator.
just thought of?
Who?
TJ.
Shout out TJ.
Shout out to
my
TJ,
little
man.
nigga
He's trying to get
TJ.
his shit going.
Yeah.
We're gonna tap.
We're gonna tap
He's
y'all
trying to
in.
get his
and
po-
we
he's
should.
trying to
We
get his
should.
podcast.
This is actually that would actually be a real good collaboration.
Because
Yeah, no, I
he
could-
doesn't have any. You know, he doesn't really have the access to this type of shit.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
But what he
awesome.
does have is reach. His Facebook lives pop off. His Instagram
Sweet.
lives pop
Yeah,
off.
no, and we can go live with this. I have to figure that out, but you can go live on YouTube with this. We can do phone call-ins and shit like
Okay.
that.
Oh, wow.
we was talking.
Yeah,
We
no,
actually-
yeah,
yeah.
bro. Like I'm gonna get my first phone call, but I guess like when I've been reading podcasts for dummies and stuff like that, just learning. But you have to let them know.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you're on a podcast.
You're on a
by the way.
podcast.
Yeah,
Don't start wailing off
because
that.
because it's like illegal. It's like illegal or something, you know. So,
But no, I think you guys.
yeah, no, and I
that's a
plan.
great. They would work well together.
Yeah, and I plan too, like on being a travel engineer for other people that want to do podcasts.
Okay, cool.
So
So,
I was
like,
like, I can
if
just
you
bring
need a
my shit-
podcast, bring your setup. I'll
I
set
just
you
bring
up
my
for
and then I'll just sit in the corner and just make sure you guys are good. Like get whatever you guys want. Like okay, you want to do a phone call and you guys do your segments and shit. Like I just
That's fire.
take
That's
care
a
of the
great
board
idea,
and
yeah.
everything like that. And you can load up your own sounds in it too. Like
For real?
I want to
Yeah.
put like when
I
people,
noticed that on there.
Yeah, so like when I want to like load up like you're done or like
that
you're
would've been-
canceled or
that-
something like
yeah.
just like this when somebody's being stupid and it gets wild because this podcast
got
does
some
get
sounds
pretty.
for you, bro.
That actually, I never even thought about that. That'd have been perfect. We could have previewed locked in on this wish.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, you
but
guys
that's
are,
more to come.
I feel like this is going really well. We're like 18 minutes in, and like I obviously probably invite you guys back because like we're close.
Oh, yeah, we was gonna be back anyway.
Yeah, you guys gonna be a recurring guest for sure.
Yeah,
like,
I'd love to.
recurring guest, and then we're gonna get to know like everybody on the flyers too. I want
On the team, yeah.
I want to
Yep.
I want to get to know those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was stalking some of their stuff, looking at their art and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, shout
oh,
out
this
to
person,
the team, man.
yeah.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
It's a very mixed of personalities, but everybody fits like
Yeah.
puzzle pieces.
The fact that you brought, there's a dude that does rock or whatever, and I was
Quentin
like,
Hunt. Shout out Quentin Hunt, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought that was sweet. I was like, bro, we're gonna get this diversity going.
Yeah, because that's what it's about. Man, when
Yeah.
I came to Kalamazoo in 2018, outcasted by myself, didn't know nobody, I was just dropped here. You know what I'm saying? Kind of to an extent.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with the diversity. I fell in love with the grit. Kalamazoo is a city of grit. It's a college town, so it's so many different influences and people. And I want to really showcase that diversity, that grit. You know, that's who we are. And you know, that is our art to an extent. That
It is.
intensity.
It is. No, yeah,
that,
it is that.
Shit, hypersexualization. We're one of the highest STD rates in the city.
Oh,
man.
for sure.
Motherfuckers be humping out here. And I didn't
No,
know that.
we talked
until
about it on my first
when you go
podcast.
to other cities and you realize motherfuckers don't do that kind of wild shit. You're like, okay, this is something here, and whether that's a good or a bad thing, I'm gonna let y'all decide. But motherfuckers be humping out here. It's a very hyper-sexualized city.
You gotta really be safe out here, man. Really, yeah.
They be shaking that bacon. They be doing
But
it all.
it's us, and I've fallen in love with it. So I that's what I kind of view myself as. I'm a messenger.
Actually,
I'm here to send the message of what the West Michigan represents.
Yeah, no, and I definitely really appreciate you because of how diverse, like when when different crews meet each other at parties, like you see my crew is so diverse. I got white people, country boys, ghetto boys, all these different type of people that like you're like, wow, Noah's range, or like, you know, and then you bring that too to the table, and like, and I want all those people, like what you're trying to do, like all of like the rock, EDM people all to be together and just love music.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like,
that love and passion for music and creativity. You know, that's something that Maverick has really, his influence has really helped me to look past just music. We're great rappers. We can do that. But other avenues.
Building a culture.
Building a culture, community outreach is something we both are passionate about. So we're setting up things like toy drives and Thanksgiving food drives for the holiday season.
Drives, all that, man.
Yeah, so
we
we really want to impact.
Going,
we want to bring this community up. Is what we're trying to do.
Oh yeah, Mav, I got a question for you, buddy. Yeah, so I saw when you were putting out flyers and shit, I saw you at DP Dough standing down I was like, that place is going downhill low key. I said, you see out here just standing on the fucking counter and shit.
That was not my original idea. So we're gonna shout out Willie. He's also
Willie. I do love Willie.
Willie, my wild card.
Willie is a wild card, bro. I miss Willie.
Bro, we gonna get him on the pod too.
Oh no.
No, we not.
Yeah.
No, the fuck we not.
No.
We don't need a microphone.
Hey, I'm giving Willie the microphone. Willie is a wild boy.
Willie is not allowed to speak at my wedding. Willie is not allowed to speak at.
Bro, he can speak on the podcast. This podcast, we're having, bro.
He said it's open.
I love you, Willie.
Yeah, no, Willie. 2 years ago, man, he had an iconic photo of him standing on the counter. And he had a beer in his hand and shit. I was like,
I got the beer in DP Dough. Don't nobody know,
bro. I was working a 12, bro, and then I'd stopped at DP Dough, and then I walked into that bitch. I'm like, I haven't had DP Dough in almost like 2-3 years, bro. And I walked in there and I'm like, bro, there's fucking like crackheads in there and shit. And I was like, God damn. I was like, damn, this place is downhill. And plus my calzone was barely like cooked through all the way.
This is the trick. You can't go during the day. Like when they first open, you cannot go. You have to go on a drunk night, first of all.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Can't eat it sober.
I was sober.
Yeah, but I will tell you, I did get some DP Dough last night around 12:30.
He's a regular. He admits it.
It was pretty fucking good. It was pretty good. They made that shit and it was crispy. It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
That whole campus area of foods. I think last week or 2 weeks, maybe a month ago, I had Two Fellas sober and I regretted it.
Oh, dude,
that was the dumbest. I love shout out Two Fellas. Y'all, my joint past midnight.
No. Bro, I mean, I can eat Campus Walk sober.
Well, no, that's different. That is different.
Don't get their calamari. We're just giving them.
We just throwing clout today, bro. Man. Shout out Campus Walk.
Hey, I'll shout one more out. Y'all have 4x4? You had the 4x4?
I haven't yet, but damn, I heard that shit's good.
It's straight. Yep, it's straight.
I haven't been over there yet.
It's straight.
We turn this into the Big Back Podcast.
Best snacks in KZoo.
I heard 4x4 is really good, but
no, it's straight.
That's another thing that we want to shout out is that's the KZoo culture, man. We all have been in that position, drunk as fuck, stumbling into one of those restaurants and order a meal, and you go home and you wake up with the meal on your bed because you were so fucked up. Right. That is that intensity and grit that we trying to show off, man. I think Kalamazoo, there's beauty in this madness.
Yeah, talk about the show. We sold it out, right?
Yes,
we're all sold out.
Yes, we are at capacity for the grand opening event.
Amazing.
We can get into that as well. This is a networking event to discuss me, Maverick, and Justo's official partnership. SSE was a thing for a very long time for me, near and dear to me. Spivey Solutions Entertainment. Shout out to the old crew: Kenny, Eric, Quincy, Austin, Shelby. We had our foot on necks in 2020, 2021.
You guys came out. You guys came out.
Hit it.
Because like you saw, like I remember, like I posted my first podcast, and then you were just like, you came out the gate.
Yeah.
You were like, this is what we're gonna do, and that shit was. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of like, iffy. And then I just saw the promo, and then I in our group chat, and everybody just
the
pushing,
work.
everybody's
The work is what's special.
Yes,
everybody's
the work,
putting in their
and then
piece.
everybody's pushing that out, and
yeah, that is where I connected with Maverick. Originally, me and Maverick, I had Maverick on my album Spivey Sun Uncensored, and we got a banger. Watching Maverick's work ethic and seeing how much it matched mine is what gave me the confidence to want to be able to merge into one, because he's somebody that is willing to. This is somebody that you rock with, and I see their potential. I don't need you to keep the conversation. I'm gonna go have a conversation with myself, and then even with you guys, there's no way. Like usually, I feel like I'm the person that has to mediate people meeting each other. Yeah, I never have to worry about that with Maverick. Maverick can tell me next week, I was on the phone with dude. I was like, you was on the phone with dude. I didn't even give you his number.
The work ethic. No, I definitely want to spread light to like the hip hop community and just like the art community for sure. Like the effort that we actually put into like our songs, our meetings and stuff like that is just we're working literally like 100 hours a week plus our other jobs. And
we're artists who have jobs.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say, bro, my days off, man, even not on my days off, me and Spivey are on the phone every day. Yeah. Though he has a lot more responsibility. He has 2 jobs, and he's got a lovely girlfriend, and she has 4 kids. So he's got a lot of responsibility not only at home but at work and shit like that. He waking up at 5 a.m. working out and then fucking going do it. He got to do he got some serious dedication.
And for him to still CEO mindset.
Yeah, for him to still have that tenacity to pick up his girl and the kids and we go into Detroit because I got something special. That's another level of commendability, especially him coming from Indiana. That's another level of hard work and dedication. Shout out to, we got a great PR staff, we got a great graphic designing staff, we got everybody that plays a specific role to help.
And everybody's chill. Everybody's fun. Like like the vibes. Like I haven't met everybody yet, but I met the girls and they're on their shit.
My boys from South Bend, man. You gonna see it, bro.
Yeah, and South Bend too. Like,
shout out Sig too, man. Sig works a very tough job, and he gets it done and edits. He crushes it every single
time. He's different. I looked at his work too. I was like, he's sick. I think he it was like a concert that he was at. He took a picture of like Sauce Walker.
A video.
So, what's up? That shit.
Bro, if you go to his not only his Instagram, which I'm gonna plug it real quick at the Signature Touch. All his shit is cold, but he's like steadily putting out music videos too, man. He's working with a lot of artists down there that we have. Yeah, and
I never known anything because of like you guys bringing the South, like the Indiana people, because I always thought Indiana was just like a lame ass like.
I'm gonna send you some songs after this.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, I mean, once I get this hooked up, when you guys come back on, we can just play your songs.
Yeah, man.
And stuff
I let her preview some stuff that we got going on, bro. And then going back in particular with the grand opening event.
Oh, sorry.
This is a really cool opportunity for artists. We got a lot of different artists, engineers, producers coming around from the Midwest area to come meet each other, network, and hopefully we're walking out with collaborations. I want people to, like I said, I want to build an ecosystem here. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
And I think you're doing a great job so far.
In that, showcasing what we're going to do. We want to, and then also the cool thing that me and Maverick and the team agree about, we want to bring back that level of competition in KZoo. When I came into Kalamazoo, there was parties on the west side, parties on the north side, parties on campus, and you picked who was livest. You picked your favorite person. And, there wasn't no hate between the groups. It was just we all partying, and this is what we all got going on. I think everybody has kind of just meshed into their own entertainment lane. And we're here to say that we're here and we ain't going nowhere. Do your best and bring the light to the city, because that's what everybody's trying to do.
My bad. Once people see what we're doing with an invite-only event, and that's another thing, too. It was
that invite-only.
We didn't make people. We're not making our people pay for nothing. The drinks are free. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good. But these other people around here, they're gonna see what we're doing with this type of event, and they're gonna realize that once we go,
because
once we go public, bro, it's over.
Bro, the thing with like Team Liddy, like. That was like the powerhouse around here.
Man, do you remember those days, bro? They were everywhere.
Yeah, there was somebody. I was talking to Spive about this when we were like talking business, and I was like, I remember he started a group, and then it was straight, like people would like showed up and stuff, and then there was like a girl that was like talking all this shit, like, oh, they're not like they want to be like that, but I was like, after we sold out the whole thing and how everybody's really like people are like hitting me up like I want to come like and I'm like all right I have like two left
two left I heard you bitch
and I'm, bro it didn't no I was like I think that competition shit
I like it I like the that bite. It's Kalamazoo. That's what it is. It's that intensity, bro. And
it's all like
it's good healthy competition. I don't got no problems with nobody. But if I'm in a competition, I don't like to lose,
bro. And plus in our field too, like no one talks about this too, because when I was in my audio engineering class, our teacher was like, "Hey, you got to be on your shit like this. Like if you want to be in this industry, like you have to be." Like you have to be like working and doing all this shit, you know. So
if you're not working, somebody else is. Like for real, somebody is.
Yeah. The moment that you turning up, somebody else. And I know that because I've been in that position. I've been around, and I've had to clap for other motherfuckers when they were flexing on me, stunting on me, flirting with my girls, doing this and that and the third, and I had to just take it. So now, but I had to take it and learn to never be in that position ever again.
Right. And you take that energy too, and then you put that towards your music and your art. Because in that competitive thing too, because I'm like, bro, like that person thinks that, you know, like that healthy competition in hip hop and stuff like that is like, I am the best, you know, and then you get to that point, you know.
Yep, where you got to prove it.
Yeah.
And we strapped loaded and ready to prove it.
And you know, don't get me wrong. I know that there is definitely, you know, there are some artists that are. They are up there.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, 100%. Especially in Michigan, man.
Yeah.
Michigan is on
everybody's coming for the crown.
Everybody's coming for the crown, bro. And I love that. So it's time for us, you know, especially, you know, I'll take it there too. Everybody saw what Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef.
Yeah.
That had such a ripple effect in hip hop that no one's really talking about because people are starting to listen. For the first time in years, I feel like people are listening. They want art that's different. They want art that's creative and that's authentic.
And that's the thing too with like how you told me like give me my ideas and stuff like that because I've been exposed to hip hop when I was like in 5th grade, listening to Jay-Z and all this stuff and like watching every single music video from rappers that nobody knows about. And then I think
Devo was on they shit.
Yeah,
oh, man, 106 apart, baby. Oh,
yeah. And the thing about like the creativity, I think most rappers are lacking because like Tyler Creator said it the best is like everybody trying to be cool.
Yep.
And then I was like, we gotta be ourselves, bro. Find what you like, and then put it in your art because that's gonna make you stand out. Like you might be a decent rapper, but your production of like your music videos is just so different. So different.
But if it's different, if it gravitates towards, it's making the connection is what matters, and that's what you know. Something that I've done personally is I've strayed away from social media because I noticed myself even in my last project, which I love my last project. Not just comparing myself, I'm jumping on trends. I see this is what you guys like, so I got to make a song like this. When I have all my social medias on my laptop now, I only see it when I force myself to see it. So when I see it, I check it. When I don't, because now in my creative field, I'm not looking for what you guys like. I'm making what I like.
Yes, and that's the most important thing to all artists. Like, just make what you like. Who like people are gonna rock with you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
exactly. And it's a transition. It's a lot of work. Yeah. But I'm really grateful that I got people like Maverick, like Justo, like the team who have matched my work ethic because I've worked with artists before who don't, and it gets really tricky.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so we're about to wrap up. I know you guys got to get going. Is there anything else that you guys
Yeah, man. I know we're doing audio. So
we're doing
take
audio
a picture,
now,
but I do got a gift for you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Check it out, man. I want you to see what you got.
Look what we cooking with.
Oh, shit. Let's check it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right, man.
Free merch for the man.
I appreciate it, man.
Let me know if it fits okay. We'll make sure we get you a size.
I appreciate
it. Pretty cool, bro. Thanks for having us. I can't wait to come back.
You got anything to say to the people?
Yeah, man. Just make sure y'all stay in tune with my boy Gally over here because he's doing an amazing job. We got a lot of big things coming for 2025.
Super excited.
It's this little event. This is just the start of it. So
I know this is amazing, and we're doing so good so far, man. This is gonna be a banger. So.
Yeah, I'm so geeked, and I can't wait for y'all to see what's left in store.
Anything else you want to shout out? Socials or anything like?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at official_SpiveySon.
I'll tag you guys into the photo.
My Snapchat,
we probably take a photo.
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna get a couple pics in for sure.
So.
Y'all can tag me, follow me, update me on my Spotify. Stay in tune with the official.CSE page. Yep. All of the SSE or CSE news will be getting streamlined straight from there.
Yep. Yeah, and I'll, plugging in that official CSE page again. My shit's CSE.mav on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. It's underneath the same thing. And then Chasing Stars Entertainment is the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Man.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Shout out y'all, man. Have a good one.
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys. Hey, thank you.